Hi there, I'm 46, single, and yes, I've got a bit of a crush on guys who know how to say yes. So here I am, hands out, no tricks, just an invitation. If you're feeling lucky or just curious.
To my future husband, boyfriend, whatever, hurry the heck up. I have to carry this big stupid box in the house by myself. And I mean, it's a team lift. Like, this is the stuff where I'm like, man, it would be really nice to have a guy who lives at my house. And then other times I'm like, I don't want to share my bed. Balance, people. Balance.
If I get the right person that actually love me, not hide me, has friends, and they like me too, hell yeah, you can delete Facebook, you can delete all of them. I don't give TikTok, go right for it. I only have it because I'm by my damn self. And even when I was by my damn self. By now.
Alright, for that first granny in the spandex. Alright, granny, this girl's gotta say it. When you try to thirst trap that way, I don't think it's gonna get the results you think it's gonna get. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure there's gotta be a guy out there who saw that and said, hey, you know what? She looks good enough to give her a one-night tour of Pound Town, as long as I bring the lube. Because to be honest with you, that looks drier than the Mojave Desert. But you're probably not gonna get a relationship out of this, so they don't feel that lucky. Now, for that second granny, with the package laying on the front porch waiting for that man to come in to lift it up and get into her house, imagine if a guy would make a similar video pointing at the kitchen and saying, hey, to my future wife, hurry up. I mean, these sandwiches aren't going to make themselves. I'm freaking starving. You need to be in here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Where are you at? I mean, sometimes I would like to have you here, but then other times I just want you in the bed for a little while until, you know, I get my tubes unclogged, and after that, you could leave. Well, the backlash to a video like that would be humongous. I mean, all the women would jump out here saying he's a misogynist, he's this and that, all that crap he would take, but apparently, 50-plus-year-old grannies can make these videos acting like they're in their 20s. Alright, and for that third granny, talking about deleting TikTok and Facebook or whatever, I'm assuming that she's talking about, hey, when you're in a committed relationship, she's willing to give up all the social media in order to be in a relationship. Well, you know, granny, that's actually pretty noble of you offering that, but what you're doing is you're basically saying, hey, you know what, I'll give up the fruit stand since all the fruit I was selling is way past their best use date. I mean, we're seeing the rots and wrinkles of all of it. Just think about it. See, men tell women, hey, I don't want you putting up thirst trap pics on Instagram, on Facebook, because if you're with me, that's for my eyes only. Only with me. I don't like you putting it out there for other men to look at. So if you were offering this 20, 30 years ago, it may have sounded like, hey, it's a good value, but you are so far post-wall. I'm talking about, it would be completely ridiculous at this point to even post a thirst trapping picture like that on social media. So what you're offering up right now, men would be like, well, thanks for offering that, Grandma, but you know, at this age, it just don't hit the same. Now do it. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Here's a couple ways that dating in your 50s is different from dating in your 20s or maybe your early 30s. And this is based on my sample size of me. 54, divorced. I re-entered the dating scene. I was like, oh, you're out here, you know, I'm getting the streets and be all like cute, and no. Oh my God. I'm not saying settle for less. I am saying lower your expectations. So like if your expectations are like here, maybe like put them here. They're gonna be broken. Physically, emotionally, mentally. They're just gonna be broken. I'm a little bit broken, but I'm not fully broken. You're in the land of misfit toys. They're not going to arrive on the scene like fresh-faced. And what's that expression? Bushy-eyed, fresh-faced. Yeah, nobody's that. I'm not that either. So if any guy's expecting that when they meet me, they're in for like a rude awakening. But I try really hard. I would say like keep your expectations like super low, and then you could be pleasantly surprised when you get a good one. When you get someone who seems somewhat emotionally healthy, somewhat physically healthy, like just keep going with that if they seem good. Enter it with no expectations. Don't go into it with any expectations, and then you won't be horrified by what awaits you. And I do know a good number of people who've gotten divorced and then found someone else and are quite happy now. So it's possible. But I think they had to lower their expectations. I really do. I'm not saying that they got together with someone horrible, like again, your standards might have been up here. You gotta bring them down, 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 down. Being happy with like someone you can tolerate. I don't know. I'm just saying, lower your expectations.
And there seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Oh, wow. A grand elder, multi-decade post-war queen re-entered the dating market in her 50s, thinking that things were going to be grand, like the grass is going to be green on the other side. Oh, boy, yeah! And then she realized, oh, no, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Huh. Have I ever heard that one before? That's so new to me. I mean, I don't think I've ever tackled something like this in the last 5 seconds. Anyway, listen, Queen, here's the issue. When you said that you're not bushy-eyed and fresh-faced, nah, duh. I mean, you're the furthest thing from that. The problem is, you, just like every other queen, like you, that's in her grandiose 50s, has gray hairs growing out in places she doesn't want the sun to shine at, you are expecting to find some kind of Giga Chad in your 50s, like, hey, this is my second round. This should be better than my first marriage. I'm going to find Prince Charming, Ultra Tyrone, and he's going to dedicate himself to me. You know what you're going to find? Like you said, people who are broken. Hey, question here, Queen. Who actually broke them? Oh, they broke themselves, right? No possible way that woman could take any responsibility there. Anyway, getting to that, this is what you realize. The majority of men who are single again have been raked through the coals of divorce court, and they have very little resources to choose from. So when you say lower expectation, what you really mean is there's not much meat left on their bones for you to pick at. The ones that still have money left over, guess what? They're in their golden years of Chadrone. Golden years of their Pookie-ish Ray Ray era. And they are not going to be choosing you. Why are they going to go for someone who's about to hit menopause if she hasn't hit it already? Why are they going to go with somebody who's super dry when they can go with a woman in her mid-30s? Hell, a woman in her mid-20s. And guess what? They can attract that. Guess what else? They're attracted to that. You are bringing a lot of baggage. And especially with this attitude that you came with, as if you were entitled to a better man and when you got divorced. No, the only thing you're entitled to is whatever the court said you can rip out of your ex-husband's hands. And like every queen out there, once you get divorced, that divorce settlement you get usually lasts anywhere between 3 to 7 years. After that, it dries up and then you're in panic mode because now you got to go out and find a new retirement plan. Oh well, Granny's gone wild. Moving on.
Let's have a chat about dating in your 50s. I feel like there are two types of people. There are the people who date because they love to go out, because they're super social, because they may just enjoy going out for nice meals, maybe for it. But, and then there are the people who date with intention. I fall into the second category. I don't love going out. I'm a homebody. I also don't connect with a lot of people on that level. And unless I feel that you're someone that could be additive to my life, that could add value to my life, take things to an entirely different level, I'm probably not going to go on that date. And neither way is right or wrong. It's just who I am. So then you have the friends that want to set you up with people, and I feel like people aren't discerning when they set you up with their friends for the most part. I'm like, would you date that person? No, probably not. And the apps, I've had a really experience with apps. Haven't been on one in probably maybe 12 years. I actually had someone stalk me. That's a whole nother story. Long distance I'll do. My last 2 relationships have been long distance, and that worked really well for me, especially when my son was still living at home because I could separate the two. But now I'm really open to finding true love, this next chapter, and how do we go about it? I generally date older. I'm 50, but I would say at this point anyone 50 to 65. I've dated that much older, so I'm not sure I want to be a caregiver when I'm 70, but it works for me. I like someone who's worldly and cultured and well-traveled. I like someone, maybe it's not what's best for me, but I like someone who has a little bit of an edge. Too vanilla bores me. I need someone to keep me on my toes, to challenge me. A guy who cooks would be amazing. I love to cook. I have this dream of being in the kitchen and cooking with my partner. Someone who likes nice things, who likes to be surrounded by nice things, someone who takes care of themselves health-wise, physically, who cares. I live in Miami. Men tend to be super metrosexual here. I don't need that per se, but someone who does care about their physical appearance, looking good, presenting themselves well, keeping their body in shape. I think it's just a matter of self-respect. And I accept that at this stage of life, that person most likely has children, if not grandchildren. That's cool. I have no issue with that. I was a single mom, and, you know, I've been there. I get it. But all in all, I think I'm looking, may sound cliche, but looking to spend my life with my best friend, someone who always has my back, someone where I feel safe and seen and heard. So, is it you?
Oh, the world owes me a living.
All right, this granny started off saying that there are two types of people in dating. Now, when she says two types of people in dating, this gorilla is going to assume she's talking about women here, because when it comes to men, it's a different list. But her 2 points are, number one, because they love to go out, as in going to new places, restaurants, this and that. Yeah, that's like 95% plus of all women out there who want to go out and want the guy to foot the bill. I mean, we all know them, the brokies, the ones who don't have any money, or I should say, the ones in their 50s, the ones who already used up all their money from their divorce settlement and are looking for their new retirement plan. They want to be the granny gone wild one more time. Anyway, that's the first class, the vast majority of them. And the second class is the ones who date with intention. Now, it could be said that the ones who date for intention are probably the ones that are looking for the retirement plan, so it kind of ties in with the first one. Well, these grannies have figured out that, oh, I'm almost priced out of the market. I need to settle down now to get that next retirement check. Well, at least they realize that part. What they don't realize is, hey, granny, you were priced out of the market about 10, 15 years ago. But the sweet thing is that this granny says that she falls into the second category, and that's why she kept talking about, oh, she's a homebody and she only goes on a date if somebody is going to add value to her life. That's code speak for who's going to be my next retirement plan. Who's the blue pill beta simp who's going to take this aged roast beef and pay full price for it? Hold up, Granny. You're saying that you don't use the dating apps anymore because you had an experience 12 years ago as a guy who stalked you? All right, sure. We'll take that at face value. You got stalked, all right? And then basically having an FWB was cool because your son was living at home. But now that your son is gone, you want to find true love. Now, in your 50s, you want to find true love? Oh, you're a special kind of overly cracked taco there, aren't you, honey? Now, the funny thing is that she said that she's willing to date up to 65, but she doesn't know if she wants to be a caregiver when she's that older. You know, ladies, this is what this gorilla finds amazing. Let me get this straight. You want a man to pay for all of your debts, all of your bills, pay for your entire lifestyle. Basically, he's the caregiver to you for the long run. And when the tables are turned and he needs your care, you're going to think, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. Wow, dude. So tell me again exactly why men should actually take care of you broken broads again? I'm really fascinated to hear your answer to that question. But then after that, she basically describes a Chad, a bad boy in his 50s/60s. Oh, he's got to be well traveled, but also have a little bit of an edge, not too vanilla. Just goes to show you, they grow old, they don't grow up. I mean, Granny, I gotta ask you, what makes you think that your ran through, high mileage, super abundant luggage self is in any position to make all the demands you made of the guy that you want? Sheesh, at this point, honey, you should be happy that the guy has a pulse and doesn't need a blue pill to get it on with you. But that last line that she said was golden. She said that she's looking to spend her last days with her best friend. Holy snap, queen! Then why don't you just look into your freaking friend zone? I'm pretty sure you can find your man there.
You're goddamn right.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.